and then share it out from the page. Share it out from our page.
Me?
Share the broadcast from our Let's Chat page. Hey, y'all. Hey. We are getting ready. We are getting ready. We are getting ready. We are getting ready. I hear
better.
Feedback, T.
Better?
Yeah.
Okay. Trying to find our page.
Hey, y'all. Hey. Do it as a watch party. When you share it as a watch party.
You mean my live?
Oh, I might gotta hit us live. Oh yeah, here we go right here.
No, Gibbs already laughing at us.
Hey, Gibbs.
Hey, Gibbs. You know you're over here sweating, girl. Thank God for my better half.
Listen.
I'm seriously. I just got to give him a shout out because without him, I'll be still like, Leash, can you test my screen?
All right, let's see. Do I see the watch party? No, I do not. All right. All right, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey.
He crying, laughing.
Hey, Red. Hey, Coco.
Hey, Coco. Hey, y'all.
Hey, thank you, girl. Thank you.
Oh, we're so pretty.
All right, y'all. We about to get it started. Y'all know we always get on here and we forget it's live. So we're going to do things a little bit different. We waiting for Johnna B to come in. T, open us up.
What? You want me to open up too? Now listen, you just asking so much of me tonight. Y'all hear what you do, guys? We want to welcome y'all to Let's Chat Live. You know, I'm a work in progress. I'm the first one to admit it. Lissha is the brains behind all our electronics and all that stuff. But with that being said, welcome everybody. We hope you guys are getting ready to have a fantabulous Thursday evening with us. We got the one and only Miss Johnna B. Now y'all know when she comes into the chat room, She just acts
No
up.
party. It ain't nothing
I
but
know
party.
we gotta act up. I gotta try to make sure we all stay on point, but that's a lost cause. But we want to thank you guys for joining us. Make sure y'all share our page. Welcome. I am sweating. I'm hot, but I'm ready to go.
Listen. Yes, ma'am. All right. We trying to set up all our little gibbets and gadgets we got going on. How y'all doing today? Y'all doing all right? Hey, country gal. How you doing, sweetie?
Hey, country gal. Thanks for joining us tonight, guys. We hope you guys are ready to have fun with us. We all have ways to act a fool when we get live. You know, I'm usually behind the scene. Leash don't matter. She'll jump in front of a camera, but me, she gotta like pull a sister in front of the camera. So sometimes I don't know how to act, but I'm gonna try to be on point tonight.
Listen, y'all all know, all those that have been on the show, y'all know them fun questions. It's all tea. I don't do nothing. I just sit there and I wait for the question. She think them all up. Right on down to the skits. That's right.
But that's just a little part of the Let's Chat fun, you know. We expect that, you know, so we just try to come through. That's
Oh
Let's
my
Chat
goodness.
period.
Hey, Faye. So we waiting for Johnna B to pop up in here. Now y'all listen. If y'all have not voted yet in your state, I think everybody should have voted on the 9th. Was that true? If not, and you haven't voted yet, make sure you guys go out and vote. It is very important, important that we our voices heard on all levels. You know,
Absolutely.
We've been through so much in the last since January. And I think, you know, it's really time for our voices to be heard. You have a lot of people that say, well, I'm not voting. I'm choosing not to vote. I don't see you.
What happened, Leash?
She said she's in. Hold on.
You see
Did
Miss
you see
Johnna?
Johnna?
No.
Hold on. Let me see where she is. I don't see you.
I don't see her either.
I'm just gonna go and get the link for her.
She says she's in?
Yeah, I don't see her. Hold on. It says she's backstage.
She what, Leash?
It says she's backstage.
Yana, why are you backstage? Girl, you better get up in the front in the spotlight. What are you doing in the backstage?
Let's see how she shouldn't be backstage. I should be able to see you, boo.
I thought we you know, had that blocked. No, do not enter. And leave it to Johnna B to
Hold
get
on.
back there.
Okay, try this link right here. All right, she should be popping in shortly.
Okay.
should be popping in shortly. All right, y'all. As we wait for Johnna B to pop in, we appreciate you guys. Y'all know this is like our third Let's Chat Live.
Second or third. That's right.
This is our third Let's Chat Live. So we're getting it all together, getting everything all together. So
this is just another form of us bringing our show to you so you can actually see us, instead of just listening to us on the phone. So we hope you guys are enjoying this. And as y'all can see, we are a work in progress, but who isn't these days? But Miss Johnna B will be coming from backstage shortly. And I don't know, Lissha, did we clean up the backstage? I hope she didn't trip on anything because I haven't been back there in a minute.
now she gonna be popping in.
She might be turning up some secrets we got buried back there. Probably no bodies.
No, we put them all in the little tree shredder. All the bodies is gone. There she is.
Hey, Miss Johnna B.
Hey.
Now, girl, why you had to take the long route to get to Let's Chat?
Wait a minute, look at my earphones on. I can't hear y'all.
Okay.
You can press off the bed. Hey, beautiful.
How are you, gorgeous?
Get in my face.
Can we see her?
In my purse. Bring my purse.
You're looking fabulous.
I feel like it's been so long since
I
Yes.
Yes. Listen, where you been? Listen, Johnna B be all, she just be gone. She just be gone.
I know. I don't know. She the first one that ever ended up backstage. I don't know how she got back there.
Hello?
Can you hear us?
My phones ain't working.
You can't hear us?
Can you hear us?
Is your phone muted?
It say I'm connected. Oh Lord. See, I should have tested.
Hey, LaJill.
Hey, LaJill. Thanks for joining us. I hope you've been well. She was like, bring her purse.
I need the wired one. I'm sorry, y'all. I had the technical difficulties.
That's okay. We all have
AirPods.
difficulties.
Y'all hear me though?
Yeah.
Why? Y'all sound so low.
We sound low.
I was trying to see if I could pull them closer.
Okay.
I'm gonna be able to get it. I got my hookah going.
Leave it to Johnna B.
Only Johnna B, y'all. Only Johnna B. Hey, LaJill. How you doing?
She told me to be me, so here is me.
I did, y'all. I told her, I was like, go ahead on and shine like only Johnna B can.
That's right. She coming. She coming.
Okay, here I go.
There you go.
All right. She said that in her cash doll voice.
It was just fun. How y'all been?
How you been? Okay, all right. So before we get it popping, you gotta let us know what you've been cooking in your creative kitchen. What you got going on, Jay?
Oh goodness, I have my life stories coming out. Dates still to be determined because I was supposed to be throwing a little shindig for it, but I'm not in the mood to throw a shindig no more. So it may come out sooner than the New Year's Eve I wanted to do. I also have my Sex, Lies, and Wretchedness, my first stab at a comedy book. It's like a sitcom in the book. And that comes out July 6th. And I'm re-releasing my Wicked Deceptions. I don't know if anybody read that when it was under Quan. I got it back, so it's under me now. And I'm also working on 2 more books that'll be out next year. So yeah, I'm taking advantage of all this free time I got.
Yeah, you busy, girl.
So,
hey, Johnna.
Hey.
Did you see the comments, Johnna?
No. It's like just tell me I'm in the show. Let me see if I press chat. Maybe that'll help.
Yeah.
Nope, that took me out of y'all.
No, you still here.
You still here.
But I can't see y'all no more.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just because I'm on my phone, so it may not look like y'all's.
Can you
see
hear?
I see some people. Hey, LaJill. Hey,
Yeah,
Althea. Yeah, I see folks. Okay. Hey, Coco. How you doing, girl? And she got a cupcake.
Yeah, you didn't talk about your cupcake YouTube.
Oh yeah, I have my cupcake connoisseur YouTube channel that I'll be doing. I'm gonna start back up since everybody's opening back up again. I'm gonna start back traveling. As you can see, I don't know if you watched the video. I tried my own hand at
I saw it.
At baking. It didn't work out well.
It was so pretty. She put that mug in her mouth and she was like,
listen, that's why I laughed so hard because I was like, I laughed so hard because I was so depressed about it. I really was. So I'm like, I got my own cupcakes going. I'm finna be fat. It didn't work out at all. I was so upset. Like, who is me to judge somebody else's cupcakes that I can't make my own? You know? It was.
Well, you weren't. Listen, you weren't put here to be a baker. You was put here to be a cupcake connoisseur taster. So therefore, the fact that you can't make a cupcake don't matter as long as you know what a good cupcake tastes like.
That's right.
You said it. I do know good cupcakes when I see them and when I taste them. I do.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
So yeah, I'm gonna start that back up. Maybe next month I'm gonna start it back up again to really, let this first wave of idiots out, and then I'm gonna step out. Because if I catch the Rona, baby, I'm going down.
We don't want that.
No, ma'am. We don't have time for that. And nobody got time to be sick. Nobody got time for that. So tell us, what can we expect from your newest book that's getting ready to come out?
A lot of funny stuff, like a lot. Like if you talk to me about crazy stuff and you've had conversation with me, it's like it's a lot of laughter, a lot of funny stuff in this book. And because like normally when I write my books, it's a mixture. Even though my books are like sometimes dark and serial killers and sex, I still have funny Johnna in there. So this book is just all funny Johnna. It's about the DFS building. I don't know, everybody else has different names for it. It's Division of Family Services here in St. Louis. And my mom used to work there, and she used to tell me all kind of stories, but came up with my own stories. Like it's sex in the closets, the janitor's closets, on desks. It's just all kind of, yeah, it's all kind of crazy stuff in this book. I'm super excited because it's nothing like I've ever written before. Nothing.
That's what
nobody dies a gruesome death. Like,
exactly. You're known for that. I'm like, what possessed you to want to do like a funny version of Johnna B? Because we're used to if it's gruesome, it's a Johnna.
Yeah, and you know what? I love that box because it's where I'm comfortable at. But I kind of wanted to step out of that box to show my growth a little bit.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So in this writing process, because you did a little bit of a different field with this book, and then you have your memoirs. So for you, what was that process like?
Which one?
Both. Writing both books.
Oh, actually, like my memoir, it was memoir. Yeah.
It's the hookah.
That took me to a dark place again. And I didn't, and I needed something to bring me back to the Johnna B that everybody knows, because for a second I went back to the Johnna before I became, Johnna B. So this book helped me. Like, so when I was writing that book, I would step out of that book when I needed to laugh or when I needed to, just clear my mind a little bit. So it was a pretty easy writing them both at the same time. And I actually finished them both around the same time too. So it helped push me along.
Now, how has your pen grown from your very first book to now?
I know where commas go now. Because baby, listen here, let me tell you, you talking about a whole paragraph is one sentence in my first book. Whoo, child, the ghetto. It really was. It really was. But see, that was like, I had never written a book. I'd never done, so, but right now, like, it's just like, you will be able to see, like, I talk about more and, I don't know, just more of my personality is in the books. And like I said, like with this new book, I've expanded, like I've stepped out of my normal serial killer, but I'm still a serial killer in my head at heart, but I've stepped outside of that.
I gotta remember, I don't have to say this is Toni, because as y'all can see, it's me talking.
Yes.
But, this is the first time you delved into the funny part. Now, do you think that you will be doing that in the future? Because obviously it helped you from the dark, gruesome side when you joined, crossed over. Do you think that you will be doing this process again?
Probably. It just depends. Because right now I'm working on a straight erotica book. Like it's straight erotica. So I'm just trying different things. Like I've never done a whole erotica book. And I'm not going to call it a romance because I'm not a romantic person. I don't know nothing about romance. I know about fucking. Wait, can I say that?
Oh, Lord.
We don't take fun. You can say whatever you want.
Yeah. Like I don't know romance. I know bend that shit over, bitch. I know that. I don't know flowers and all that. I can't write about that.
Coco is on the floor.
Y'all know Johnna B.
But listen, if y'all haven't read a Johnna B book, listen. Either somebody having sex or somebody getting killed. I mean, it's not really in between. It's just like you might.
Sometimes they're killing while they're sexing.
Somebody about to die. So when you sat down, you wrote these two books. What was your process like as far as preparing yourself? Because when you had to write your memoir, you had to go back to that moment in time. How did you prepare yourself for that?
I really didn't. And truthfully, like during that book, I had so many anxiety attacks. Like it was bad. Like,
really?
Like, I had so many anxiety attacks. I cried a lot writing this book. So, I mean, it wasn't even really a process with that book. I just sat down and flowed, like, and, even my editor, we were talking, she was like, at first it seemed like it was jumping around, but it was the way the story came out. And so we rearranged it all to fit better. But as I wrote it, it was just, oh, okay, let me write about this. Let me write about that. It was that. Like it wasn't a flow to this book at all. Like I just wrote chapters and then fit them into each other. Like, cause like I didn't sit down and write down an outline for this book at all. I didn't do nothing like that. I just wrote it. And when I put that period at the end, I had no plans to ever read this book again. None. But my editor, I knew I had to read it again, but I did not want to read it again at all.
Oh wow!
But for the book that's coming out in July, that was supposed to be a 3-part miniseries. I was gonna make it into just 3 little parts and sell them as 3 little parts. But I wanted it to actually be a paperback book. So I was like, you know what, just scratch the miniseries. I'm gonna keep it as a miniseries. In the book, it says episode 1, episode 2, and episode 3. So, excuse me. So that's still in the book, but it's just one book now.
Okay. So now that you have finished this book and the whole quarantine thing going on, that probably enhanced your anxieties because you didn't really have an outlet. You know, you was just there. I want to know, what would you tell somebody that had to do a memoir, or if they were deciding to take their life and put it into a fiction and they had to step into that past? What advice would you give them in that instance?
You know, I'm sorry. I really don't have no advice on that type of book. Like, I don't know. Just really prepare yourself. Like, prepare yourself mentally not to be taken down by it. Don't let your past or your memories take you back to where you don't want to be no more. Like, because it almost took me back there mentally. You know, I thought about all the stuff I've been through, all the children I've lost, you know, and it just brought back so many insecurities and so many. I had to be like, no, bitch, you're Johnna. You're fucking Johnna B. Don't go back to that girl again. Don't go back to her again. Like, so I just don't let it take you down. Like, if you know this book is taking you back to memories and you feeling some kind of way, just step away. Please step away. You know, because it only took me a year to write it. I mean, I probably could have put so much more in this book, but this book was really about me getting all my pain out.
Absolutely.
So, you know, I know people probably, when people read it, probably like, so you know, you didn't have a lot of good stuff in your life. I've had a great life. I've had a lot of good stuff, but this book is mainly telling y'all what I went through to get to where I am. And just make sure, like, if you're writing your memoir, just make sure you come out on top of it. Leave everything in them pages. Don't carry it no more with you. Like, that's what I'm doing. Like, I don't carry any more of the hate I had. I'm not gonna lie. I still got a little bit. It's some folks that will never be forgiven. Some will just never, ever be forgiven. But, you know, because like I said, like the woman that killed my mom, she got 23 years. I'll be there in 21 years at the gates waiting on her. So there's no, you know.
Yeah. It's funny that you brought up forgiveness, because I actually had this conversation with someone on yesterday or today or yesterday, one of them days. I don't know. We in quarantine, it's all running together. But, you know, forgiveness is not for that person. Forgiveness is really for you, because a lot of times we have a lot of energy. It's pent up, a lot of the negative energy that we feel towards that person, and it binds us, and we become bound. And a lot of times we become attached to our pain. So in that process of you coming out of that, from that time for you, what was that process like of how you had to pull yourself out? Because
it's really a mental thing. It really is. And it took me till January 1st of 2020.
Really?
To get that. When I put that period on that book, I decided right then and there that I wasn't going to let, you know, the people that harmed me or the people that, you know, call themselves ruining my life, I wasn't going to let them have that energy no more. Right. Though I still have a certain feeling towards these people, they don't control my feelings no more. Mm-hmm. You know, so, but you know, like the death of my mom, that's going to be something I have to deal with every day of my life for the rest of my life. So that's not going anywhere. But the other people,
because that's giving them control over you, you know, and they've done enough, you know, to your life that you don't want to, even though it's, you know, unconscionable, they would have control. And like Lissha said, forgiveness is for you, because in order for you to continue and to be the best you that you can be, sometimes you have to let that go. And until you realize it, No one else can tell you, let it go, let it go. It's, you have to be the one to know it, to realize it, and to feel it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And like I said, it took me to write this book and finish it, to actually get there, because it was all pent up. But once I got it all out,
right.
And then actually, once I read it, I was like, "Woo, bitch, you done been through some shit. Hold on." but I'm thank goodness. I because like with everything that happened, I could have been a total different person. I could be a crackhead somewhere. I could even be dead.
That's right.
But I'm smiling and I'm here and I'm loving. I love me. Oh my goodness, I love me so much now, and I didn't at first. I did not, and I didn't realize how much I didn't until I wrote this book.
Oh goodness!
Wow!
And I know that has to be a whole process. Yes, because in losing your mom is already a process. I lost my mom in 2016, and my head wasn't right. My head was bad for a minute, and that's just from a natural cause type thing. So to have something so dramatic happen, I can just imagine, and I'm just. What I see, like just how you came out, you did that thing.
And what's so crazy is my mom died right when I started getting a little notoriety. So that, and most people didn't know, like during that time in 2014, I was like completely down and low, and like people didn't know, like I drunk a lot, like I drunk every day, morning, breakfast, lunch. I drunk to go to sleep. I drunk to stay up. I was just drinking, and a lot of people got to see that. And I hate that that's the way a lot of people, like a few people still know that, Johnna. Like but they don't know what I was going through mentally, trying to stay alive and not go be with my mama.
Right.
But like I said, like that's where I've always told people, watch my journey. Because if you knew me from back then and you see me now, I'm a totally different person. Like all the, all the stuff I've been through, all that, but I'm a totally different person now.
But sometimes you don't even realize that you're doing something that's called numbing, because it's just too painful to consciously go through, that you find yourself doing things that you wouldn't normally do. And it becomes, a crutch.
Yeah. It did.
You're able to walk on your own, and that's where you are today.
Absolutely. And a lot of times when we do things, we don't think about our why. You know what I'm saying? We don't think about our why. We don't think about the intent behind why we're doing something. And I think if we asked ourselves why a lot more, we would do a lot less of some of the things that we were doing. But I want to go back. We always talk about the goal moment. And what your goal moment is when thought and execution come together. So a lot of times we're very mindful about how we speak to other people and how we treat other people. And we're less mindful about how we speak and treat ourselves. So I want to know, what was your goal moment when you decided to sit down and back and say, I think I'm about to be an author. I'm about to write this thing.
Oh, girl. Oh, that was so long ago. I didn't even say I wanted to be an author. I never wanted to write. Like, I've always wanted to be a nurse. So I've been in nursing school for damn near 11 years off and on. But like during my nursing, like it a lot of bad stuff happened. Like I've had miscarriages. I lost my grandfather. I lost my mom, all while I was in nursing school. So it's like every time I start, I get a year in, something bad happened. I start, something bad happens. I start. So, but my aunt, I used to read books back to back. Like, and the books never had what I wanted. Like, they are good. Like, they're good books, but they didn't have what I write. Porn, serial killers, love story, and comedy. That's what I write. And that's what I would like to see all in one book. But everybody don't think like that. Everybody don't think sex and death go together. I do. Don't judge me, judge your mama. So I'm just saying, everybody don't think that a serial killer, but see, if you watch like the stories of himself, B2K, he had a whole wife and children at home, but he was out killing women on the highway, picking up hookers and prostitutes. He had the serious, but I just feel like I love serial killers over drug dealers. I'd never write about a drug dealer. I don't know anything about drugs. So I can't write about Nene and Pookie being trap queens. I can't write that because I don't know anything about it. Even though I dabbled in it with my husband, my ex-husband, I still stay far away from it as far as I can. So, I just wrote that's what it was. Like, she sat down with me. She was like, you always complaining about the books you read. You may as well write the kind of book you want to read. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I'm not writing no damn book. You think I can let people see how illiterate I am? Because I could, like I said, a comma, a semicolon. What you talking about, girl? What is this? So, but it's so crazy. I've always been good at English. Like, I've always excelled at English and stuff like that. But when you get to the details of it, I can tell you a good ass story. Don't ask me nothing about punctuation though. But I know it now. But see, the first book I wrote is still sitting on my computer. I never even released that.
Why not?
You said why not?
Yes, ma'am.
Because I didn't like it when I finished it. And then I wrote Beautiful Nightmare. No, I liked it. But then I wrote Beautiful Nightmare. Then I wrote Vengeance. And then I wrote Sins of Destruction. And then I was like, let me go back and read this book. I even went back through and updated the book and everything. Like, I went through, I was like, ooh, child, this is what you wrote? But I was like, no, I can't release that right now to this day because it's so not Johnna. Like, no, like my readers will be like, what 6-year-old wrote this for you? Yeah, no.
You know what? But you gotta be able to take that book and take your skills that you have received throughout your years of writing and just go back in it and crush it. Only the way you can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that book is sitting on a flash drive somewhere.
But you know something, Johnna? It kind of, listening to you, it just kind of, because I've had the pleasure of being one of your editors. So it just kind of makes sense now how your paragraphs lasted 10 pages. And it just, I understand now.
Wait, which one did you do? You did Sex on the Rocks, didn't you?
No, I did Sins of Destruction.
Oh yeah, that was one of them.
And another one.
And it had to be Sex on the Rocks, or was it Widowmaker?
Sex on the Rocks, that's what it was.
Okay.
Yeah, I know I did.
And see, Sex on the Rocks is definitely one of the first books I wrote, because that was a short story I wrote to get my name out there.
Yeah, it was a short story. So now I understand, the thought process, or if there was a thought process. Now I understand that all makes sense.
Wait a minute.
But they're good now.
Let me tell y'all, if y'all don't know, T is the editor, but she got that hardcore red pen. Y'all remember back in elementary school where y'all teacher gave you a paper and you done put all your heart and soul. You was doing
Girl,
it. You had your snack. You had your snack out. You was writing that paper and you went to school and you turned that mug in and you knew you was just like, shoot. And then
Lissha,
you got that mug back and you was like, I don't like her.
Listen to me. When I got them books back, mind you, I was, updating my brand. So I went back and had all my old books edited. Baby, listen, my readers, let me tell y'all how much I love y'all, because y'all read these books. And when Toni sent these books back to me, baby, with all these red lines everywhere, I was like, and this book been out for years. And then she just popped my little bubble. I was like, but I thought I had, well, see, those were to my defense, back then in 2000, Sex on the Rocks originally came out in 2012, 13-ish. I didn't know anything about editing. I was just writing books. I didn't know anything. And since Obstruction came out, I wrote that. I finished that probably 2 months after my mom died. So if you read Sense of Destruction, you know, like that book was so dark. Oh my God, and deep. And I really didn't want to read it again. So I apologize to my readers again. Like, I apologize to y'all if y'all had any problems with Sins of Destruction when y'all first got it, you know. I really do, because that's one of the books I just refuse to read again because of the emotional distress I went through while I was writing that book. Like, that was the first book, because I wasn't going to write anything. I'd given up on writing after my mom died. I gave up on everything. And Sins of Destruction was the last book of mine that she actually started reading with me. Like, I would send her chapters. And knowing that I couldn't send her chapters no more, I didn't want to finish it. But I just woke up one day in a drunken stupor and was like, I feel like writing. And I just started back writing. I don't know where the feeling came from. And honestly, I did not reread that book again. After the editor sent it back to me, I was like, it's fine.
And you just put it on out.
I just put it on out. But baby, listen, Toni, she's like one of them nuns, slap you on the hand with that ruler. That's not it, Johnna. So if you bought it recently, you got the better version.
Toni will get blood from a turnip. Let me tell y'all. A turnip ain't got no blood. She gonna find it. She gonna be like, it's somewhere.
So I teach as I edit, right? Don't I teach?
Yes, ma'am. She did. She was giving me all kind of notes on the side. I was like, what the hell is this woman talking about, man? Just fix the book. Girl.
But you know what?
I wanted to be a better you.
And I thank you. I did read them.
That's what people
What you say,
don't
Lissha?
get. That's what people don't get. A lot of people think that they're supposed to just write the book and give it to the editor and let the editor fix it. That's not how the editor works. That's, you know what I'm saying? The editor job is to tell you what's wrong with it and send you back to fix it. Unless now you got a ghostwriter, and then the ghostwriter, they go in and they do the fixing. But your editor, they gonna send it right on back to you.
I need you to fix this. Girl, look, this is what I'm paying you for. What are you talking about? Shoot, you need me to fix it. I sent it to you. You fix it. What are you talking about? Stressed me out. But like I said, but when I first started, I would tell any of my editors before they started, listen, I am an editor's worst nightmare. I'll let you know right now, I'm going to tell you a good ass story. You're going to do a lot of rearranging. You're going to put a lot of commas and you're going to put a lot of periods where I did not put them. I'm going to tell you now up front. So, you know, but I've gotten better. I promise I've gotten a whole lot better.
That's good. That's good. That's good for you.
Kitten, and that's got like all three of them together in one book. Johnna B. You done froze on us, child.
Oh no.
Oh, Johnna. Did somebody call Johnna while she was on the interview? Now, y'all know she on the interview. Why is y'all calling her?
And look how that's typical John. Look at her picture.
Here she go.
There you go.
Okay. Five's back. Okay.
Okay.
So, you know, we like to always do something a little fun here on Let's Chat. So, T is going to give you a fun, deep question, because, you know, we like to be able to show all sides of our guests, be able to, a lot of times if nobody has experienced you, if they've never experienced your pen, if they've never experienced your...
Wait a minute, am I froze on y'all computer?
No, you're good.
Oh, okay, y'all froze on mine. Y'all froze in the laughing faces.
Oh, Lord. But if you have if somebody has never experienced you, we want them to be able to, when they listen to our show, be able to experience you and support you based on, oh, okay, just your why for doing the things that you do. So Toni gonna give you a really deep question, only because you are super deep. And so we want people to see you. You super funny. You funny like Kevin Hart. But y'all, listen, Johnna is super deep. She can tell you some shit that you be like, I didn't think about that.
Okay.
Okay. Well, Johnny, the ladies of the chat absolutely love you. Now we're going to give our listening, our viewing audience a taste of your growth as well as your phenomenal mind. So I'm going to give you 3 props, and they're going to touch every aspect of who Johnna B is.
Wait a minute, you're still frozen. So I don't know if I can see the props.
No, I'm gonna tell you.
No, it's a live excerpt.
I'm gonna give you 3 props, and we want you to give us a live excerpt. Now, your 3 props.
Wait a minute. When you say excerpt, what you mean? Like I gotta
snippet.
No, I'm slow. I'm real slow, y'all. What you mean?
You got
live
this.
scene.
You got
you just take the props, you put it in the scene. It could be a scene from a book that you already have. It could be something that you get off the cuff.
Don't do me like this, y'all.
It could be anything. Just a few sentences, that's all. But
y'all finna ruin me.
No, you got this. Okay, your first prop, you ready? Your first prop is a clown.
Ooh.
Your second prop is a cupcake. And your third prop is an axe.
Oh,
so I love those. I love those 3 for you.
I really feel slow. Like you want me to say like a little sentence about it or a paragraph? Or what you want me to say?
Just a little story.
Scene with the clown, the cupcake, and the axe. So
okay. So one day, little Keisha was at her birthday party, and the clown walked in while she was eating her cupcake. She got so scared that she dropped it. Filled with anger, she ran to her father's tool shed and grabbed an axe. On a mission, she chased this clown all around her birthday party because she was angry about her cupcake, and she actually hated clowns. Clowns had no reason to be in the world to her. So she was already pissed that her parents even brought the clown to her. So, indeed, she ran and chased this clown down and chopped him in his ankle.
Oh.
With the axe.
Didn't see the ankle coming.
Wait a minute. And y'all see how she leaned in like it was a real story? Let me tell y'all what happened at Keisha's birthday party.
Because I don't like clowns. What the fuck are they in the world for? Why are they here? They stupid.
No,
Keisha. Everybody loves that.
Right.
The comments, but they all love it.
Look, no offense to Ronald McDonald, however.
He can go somewhere too, because he look creepy. I don't want him around my kids either.
Coco said you did good, Johnna. And not Killer Keisha.
Sometimes they start out young. You don't mess with us and our cupcakes now.
I know. That's why I gave that to you. That touched everything that you are. A clown, you could be funny. Cupcakes and an axe. That touched everything Johnna B.
And then y'all, I ain't gonna tell y'all what's in my Grinch cup. It's a little Hennessy.
We don't discriminate. Red cups, green cups, it's all right.
Nobody gonna know. This is a little Grinch. Why would it have liquor in it? But it does.
JB, we so appreciate you coming with us. So let's chat live. I want you to shout out all of your social media where everybody can expect to get those 2 powerhouse books that you got coming out, and any virtual events or live events you got coming up.
Girl, I still forget this mess. You can follow me, Johnna B or Johnna Brown on Facebook. I don't accept everybody though, so if you don't look like you read, I'm not accepting you. I'm sorry.
How do you look like you read?
Wait a minute. She said if you don't look like you read.
If you look like an inbox jumper in her, I'm not going to accept you. I don't know.
Oh, you cray girl.
And Instagram, Johnna B She Writes. Twitter, Johnna B1. And I'm working on my website now so people can start buying my books for me. Because I'm eventually trying to take my books off like Amazon and stuff like that. I want to just be exclusively through me. And if I don't sell a book, I just won't sell a book. I'm tired of giving them my shit. So
don't blame you.
But yeah.
Awesome.
I think that's it. Oh.
When can we get the books?
You said when or where?
When?
The next book will be out July 6th. That's the day of my mother's death, so I'm dedicating this book to her. And the next book will either be New Year's Eve, hopefully. So yeah.
Okay.
And you can always order through me. I take, inboxes or whatever for now. You can always order through me. I do sign my copies. I send them right on out to you.
LaJill said Nigerian men read too.
What'd she say?
Nigerian men read too.
They can keep, they definitely not jumping in my inbox. Good morning, beautiful queen. No. Leave that shit over there with Susan and them. I'm okay.
No, and then you got the ones, listen, my thing is, if you get in my inbox and you want to show me your little talent with the people and you ain't on point, I'm going to embarrass you. So don't get in my
inbox. I'm going to say, yeah. See, now, I ain't one of them. I accept those because, but if it's bad and if it's little or something like that, trust me, you're getting laughed at by me and all my friends. You're definitely getting shared.
You get talked about.
Badly. Badly. Because how dare you share that like you was proud of it?
Listen, somebody gave you too much confidence, sweet cheeks. That wasn't it.
No, you know what it is? Them angles. And they talk about our angles. But they get them angles, they get it a little semi-hard and then like cock it up a little bit and then make it look longer.
Like we can't tell. Then we gotta tip our head
like, dude, you fucking with true dickologists here. It's not gonna go over well.
I can't with you, Johnny. You are too much.
Oh, yeah.
She's cracking herself up. She done went out of the
I just dropped my phone. Am I upside down? There we go. I'm just saying. Y'all ain't got me on here acting a fool like this. Let me put this Hennessy down. Hold on.
Listen, it is not you. It is those that are coming wrong in the inboxes. We just trying to.
You know what? It's what's weird is I be seeing like all this kind of stuff. People like, stay out my inbox, stay out my inbox. People really don't like me. I don't get inboxes. I don't get those. Maybe because they know. I don't know. But I don't get, like, my inbox is dry. Like, if I got an inbox, it's my friends sending me some shit they done seen on Facebook or somebody asking about my books. Like, I don't get weird inboxes and weirdo type of stuff going on. I don't. I'm like, I want my inbox to pop so I can be like, girl, this shit, you see this shit this nigga sent me? I don't get that. Like, why don't people like me? Like, I don't know. What is it? Do I set up a vibe where I'm just gonna curse you out automatically? I'm not gonna curse you automatically. I'm gonna laugh, but I'm not gonna automatically curse you out.
It's too funny.
I'm just saying.
Oh,
I know that's right. We so appreciate you coming to kick it with us. We miss you.
I know. I miss y'all. I cannot wait to get together. They need to bring back, come on, 2021 for these book events to start coming back around, man. I miss it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we missed 3 the hard way. We miss all 3, y'all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't seen them niggas since March. Crystal's so scared to get out the house. I'm like, like we got a video chat and stuff. I'm like, look, girl, I ain't got no damn wrong. If you don't bring your ugly ass out the house and come on, stop playing with me. But I gotta respect it. She following the rules and shit. But I miss my friends. Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna get through it.
Absolutely. Pretty soon. Everybody gonna be out and about. So we so appreciate you coming to kick it with us, JB. You know,
thank y'all.
Always your home. Anytime you want to come back, got something in your mind you want to talk about, we go ahead on and talk about it.
We'll make it happen.
Yes, ma'am. I love it. Love y'all to death.
Love you more. You stay true to you.
All right, y'all. Oh, I ain't got no choice.
That's it.
I don't know no other way to be.
That's
Absolutely.
it.
Shine like only Johnna B can.
That's right.
I guess I'll go look at these remarks now and things because I couldn't see none while I was doing this.
They were good. They so good. They are so good. Make sure you check them out.
All right.
All right.
Thank y'all.
All
Okay.
right.
Take care, JB. I love her.
Oh my God, y'all. We love her. We love her. I love when she comes on. She always has the best energy. Even in person, she always has the best energy. We'll be back in 10 minutes, y'all. 10 minutes, we're going to have celebrity photographer and editor of Plastique Magazine, Nathan Percy, is going to be in here talking that talk with us. We appreciate you guys. Shout out to Coco, Gibbs, LaJill, Country Gal, Michelle Turner. Thank y'all so much for coming to kick it with us here in the chat room. Y'all are always welcome. If you want to be a guest on Let's Chat, no worries. Just send your request to thechatradioshow@gmail.com. And and we will see y'all in about 10 minutes. We'll be back with our next guest.